What is going on, man? Rich off contracts. Future J1K back at it again, giving y'all some more content and knowledge, giving y'all an update on how my week went last week, my trading week, and what I plan on doing for this week just to continue scaling my accounts and making more money overall in the markets. Yeah, last week was pretty good. I got max allocated with Alpha Futures, as y'all seen in the last video. If y'all did watch the last video, if y'all haven't, y'all need to go check that out. Yeah, last week I think I made around $3,000 total across 3 accounts, so $1,000 on each of them. I was up 6.3 on Thursday, and then I ended up losing $1,000 across all 3 accounts. So that put me down to about 3 grand, a little over 3 grand for the week, but still up. Can't complain. I got 3 winning days last week, so I'm gonna try to come this week and possibly take a payout. So that's gonna be the goal for this week. I'm gonna show you guys some of the trades that I took for last week, give y'all an update on how my accounts are looking and what I can do better to improve this week, continue making more money and scaling, man. So if y'all find anything helpful in this video, please make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. So as you guys can see, I have my 3 accounts, my 3 alpha accounts right here. It's a balance of 51,000 or 1,000 on this one, balance of 1,000 on this one, and 1,000 on this one. So that gives me a total of 3,000 across all accounts. Um, Usually trade NQ during the New York session only, but I did take some good trades. This was a trade that lost me $1,000 last week, and I took a couple trades up in here, but wasn't able to record it because I was low key just going on tilt and getting mad because of all this chop trying to catch a move. It would show a move and then it would fake out, and then I'd stop me out, and then yeah, you know how that goes. But if we go further back, I'm gonna show you guys the wins. Yeah, so this was, I'm thinking, Thursday. I think it was Thursday. Yeah, this was Thursday's trade. So this made me around 700, I'm pretty sure. So, I got my 5 minute areas of interest set up right here. We have the open at 9:30. So right here, this is the candle that New York session opened on. Had my London highs marked out, my London lows down here. So it was, bit of a spread out range, but still manageable. Had my 5 minute areas of interest right here, my key levels. Um, and once it opened, we had a nice sell off and then a rejection, buys up. So we had a rejection off of this 5 minute area of interest. We tapped this London low, took out this low immediately on opening. Then we came up, pushed above this EMA, pushed above this 5 minute area of interest. So giving us bullish confirmations out of this area. So I took my buy positions a little bit right here and had my stops below this low, targeting this London high, which we ended up not getting. Price immediately rejected. Had 2 long wicks on the buy side, showing that sellers are pretty strong. We got some nice sales down below this London low, took out this low, and I ended up catching a continuation pattern right here. We got this next candle that opened up, had a nice buy, tap into this fair value gap, and then more pushes down. So I took my sell positions right here, stops at this London low, targeted 1 to 2, 1 to 3, and then made back my loss on this first trade right here and gave me a profit of about 700 on the day across 3 accounts. So that was a beautiful trade right there. 1 win, 1 L, positive risk to reward. So then we go back to Wednesday. We had a nice, beautiful trade right here as well. I think price opened up right here on this candle. This was a rather quick trade. I think I took this trade within the first 10 minutes of opening just because of how good it looked. On opening, we already had a push up. We were about in this area at this little area of interest, this small area of interest. We had this right here. Immediately had our London highs up here taken out off of the open. So once we had this, we seen a lot of selling pressure step into the market and gave us a nice rejection off of these London highs. So we got our major area of liquidity taken out already. So with that being said, we had drops right here. This happened super fast, so I wasn't able to catch this first move. But luckily on this next candle that opened up at 9:35, then it came up, allowed me to get an entry right here. So I got a good entry right here. And then next thing you know, I had my stops up here and targeted this low down here to this next set of areas of interest, and ultimately rejected, came down, nice bearish candle, smacked my TP for another $700 across 3 accounts. So pretty simple trade. Past 2 days had some nice price action. I'm gonna get to Friday's trade after I get through these first trades of the week. But this was Tuesday's trade. Tuesday's trade had some beautiful price action, a wide range to trade with, not very many wicks. So when you have days like this is how you know that price action is moving good and you're bound to make some money. But yeah, I had this marked up. I don't know why it isn't marked up anymore, but I'm not exactly sure what areas that I had marked up. But just from looking at it, I can tell, we got our London highs, our London lows down here. Price opened up on this candle right here. So we got major selling at the opening, and we had buys up. This is on the 5-minute, by the way. But yeah, we had buys up, took out this London low, took out major liquidity, and then we ran up, created a nice 5-minute fair value gap, got a close above this 50 EMA, and once we got that, we had a next candle come out, retest this fair value gap, and ultimately start to push up. So once I seen that, I took my buy positions right here, stops below this low, targeted the opposing liquidity, which is London high, and smacked TP. I think this was for about $500 across 3 accounts, 1600. So yeah, that was a beautiful day, beautiful trade, continuation, wasn't hard to get. This was Monday's trade. That was the trade that I explained in the last video, if y'all want to check that out too as well. But yeah, overall good week. Now the trade that I lost on Friday, we can go over to it. This trade I went on tilt because, as you can see, this is the price action of the session opening. This is the price action the whole day. Just straight chop. All of this. Only good price action we had was in the first 5 minutes of the session. After we got this sweep of the London lows that opened up and rejected off of this 5-minute area of interest, we had this pullback. I tried to get this continuation because the sales just looked good. It had already came all the way down here, rejected off of this area of interest, took out these London lows. I wasn't expecting a full reversal, so I tried to continue these sales down, but it just ended up completely rejecting and then took an L. So this kind of sent me on tilt because I knew I shouldn't have took this trade, but it was kind of like FOMO because of how much selling pressure I saw. But after all, after that, I just started trading all up inside of this, getting chopped up. It buy up and then completely reject and sell, and then buy up, completely reject and sell, and just back and forth, back and forth. So yeah, that's what lost me $1,000 across 3 accounts, but still putting me up at 3K for the week. This week, we're going to aim to get payout. I only have 2 winning days remaining, and I have to get inside of that 40% consistency rule per my Alpha Zero accounts. So we're going to come back next week and try to get that done, man. So make sure y'all like the video, make sure y'all subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.